Welcome to today's explainer. Look, if you've been following the wild, incredibly fast-paced world of artificial intelligence, you already know that generating a single stunning video clip has become almost trivially easy. But what happens when you actually try to string those clips together? Well, for most creators, the dream of generating cohesive cinematic storytelling quickly turns into a disjointed, frustrating mess. Well, today, we're going to change that. We're going to completely transform how you approach this technology and show you exactly how to escape the trap of inconsistent AI generations.
It's the universal pain point, right? You finally get that one perfect shot. It literally looks like a scene from a Hollywood blockbuster. But then you generate the very next shot for your sequence, and suddenly your main character looks like a completely different person. The lighting is entirely shifted, and there is absolutely no visual through line connecting them. The temptation is always to just fire up an AI generator and start blindly typing out prompts. But as we see time and time again, that is exactly why most of these projects fall apart right out of the gate. Okay, let's dive into this. The community lovingly refers to that traditional chaotic approach as AI slop. And you know it when you see it, right? Morphing backgrounds, characters that mysteriously change facial structures mid-scene, and totally disjointed editing. Contrast that with true cinematic continuity. Perfectly lip-synced dialogue, unified visual aesthetics, and actual multi-shot storytelling. Today, we're exploring how a platform called Higgsfield, using their powerful Seedance 2.0 model, provides a unified solution to jump far away from AI slop and directly into cinematic consistency. So, here is our roadmap for today. 1. Fixing inconsistent AI films. 2. Concepts and locking characters. 3. Building the visual keyframes. 4. Animating with Seedance 2.0, and finally, 5. Extending and editing clips.
Section 1. Fixing inconsistent AI films.
Establishing a strict workflow prevents errors before an AI model even has the chance to make them. This right here is the golden 6-step framework. Plan and shot list. Lock characters, visual keyframes, animate, extend, and finally edit. It looks deceptively simple, doesn't it? But skipping these exact steps, or doing them out of order, is precisely why most creators fail. The secret is to build your world meticulously in the first 3 steps. If you do that, the animation and editing phases essentially take care of themselves.
Section 2. Concepts and locking characters.
To see how this builds into an actual production, let's follow a case study. We're going to look at a short film about Liam, a man who can teleport anywhere in the universe. Now, our initial plan is tight, limiting scenes to a maximum of 2 characters across 3 different planets. Having this shot list means we know exactly what we need to build before we open a single tool. Now, before we generate a single scene, we absolutely must permanently lock in what our protagonist, Liam, looks like. We do this by generating a comprehensive character sheet using a tool inside Higgsfield called Nano Banana Pro. This sheet needs to be incredibly thorough. We're talking a front view, side view, back view, and a close-up. Once we have this master reference of Liam, we take these assets and upload them to a system called Soul ID.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how Soul ID completely revolutionizes the workflow. Soul ID Character is a system that allows you to tag your uploaded character using the @ symbol in any future prompt. Think about what a massive time saver this is. Instead of writing a huge paragraph describing Liam's hair, his exact jacket, and his facial structure every single time you want a new shot, you literally just type @Liam. That's it. The model automatically handles his visual consistency permanently. It gives you instant reusability across every single shot. We do this for Liam, the Martian he meets, and the sea creature he encounters.
Section 3. Building the visual keyframes. With our characters entirely locked in, we can start combining them with our planned environments, like the dusty surface of Mars or a deep underwater ocean using Cinema Studio. But listen closely, because here is the absolute, non-negotiable insider rule for AI filmmaking. We never animate from text alone. Every single shot needs to start as an image first. Going text to video straight out of the gate is a complete gamble. Image to video, however, is exactly how you establish absolute control.
And that brings us to the keyframe. A keyframe is exactly what it sounds like. It's one strong, well-composed image that captures exactly what the shot should look like before any movement happens. Think of it like a really beautiful film still. Creating this keyframe first is the real aha moment of this entire workflow. Why? Because a strong keyframe takes 90% of the heavy lifting right off of the Seedance model's plate. It doesn't have to guess what your world looks like, it only has to focus purely on motion.
Section 4. Animating with Seedance 2.0.
This is where all of our careful visual preparation finally comes to life. Because we're starting with our perfectly locked keyframe, our prompt changes entirely. We are prompting for motion only. Do not describe the character's appearance or the environment. They're already there. Instead, describe exactly what moves, describe how it moves, and describe the camera behavior. We are basically giving stage directions to actors who are already in costume and fully on set.
Oh, and here is a fantastic pro tip directly from the source material. Always, and I mean absolutely always, add no subtitles, no text, no captions to your negative prompt. Seedance 2.0 is so incredibly smart that it has a habit of auto-generating subtitles on dialogue scenes whether you actually asked for them or not. This one simple negative prompt ensures you don't ruin a perfectly gorgeous generation with baked-in text that you literally can't remove later.
Now, remember our protagonist, Liam? Every time he teleports, he does this specific thing where he snaps his fingers. If we just prompted man snapping fingers, the timing and hand position would be slightly different every single time, which ruins the continuity. Enter motion copy. Motion copy allows us to take movement from a real reference video, like say a quick iPhone clip of you snapping your fingers, and apply it directly to our @Liam keyframe. This ensures perfectly identical hand placement and exit timing for every single teleportation across the entire film. It's consistent, character-specific physical acting.
But Seedance 2.0 goes a step further into what we call multi-shot storytelling. When Liam teleports to an underwater ocean to meet a sea creature, we don't just generate 5 different clips and try to stitch them together. No, we give Seedance the structure of the cuts in one single prompt. The model practically directs itself, generating a sequence, Liam falling through the ice, being suspended in the water, the creature swimming up, all in one pass. Plus, the audio design and dialogue are processed at the exact same time as the visuals, resulting in perfect, native lip sync without having to bolt the sound on after the fact.
Section 5. Extending and editing clips.
And this brilliantly illustrates how we move into the final stages. Now we weave these distinct, beautiful clips into a flowing, continuous short film using video extension. Let's say our underwater scene ends with the sea creature staring at the empty space where Liam just teleported from. We want the creature to slowly turn and swim away, but the clip is over. Well, with video extension, we simply feed that exact clip back into the system and tell it what happens next. It grows the existing clip from exactly where it ended, flawlessly watching the underwater lighting, the creature's position, and that murky ocean atmosphere. You can chain these extensions together to build massive, flowing scenes.
Finally, we hit the post-production assembly. This involves pulling all of our extended clips into an editing tool, arranging our shot order based on that very first shot list we made, and applying a light color grade across all the scenes. Even though we maintained great consistency throughout the generation process, a unified color grade is the cinematic glue that ties the dusty red of Mars and the deep blues of the ocean into one cohesive cinematic universe.
I also really want to share this vital editing secret from the source. Because Seedance generates audio alongside the video, the audio tail sometimes runs just a fraction of a second longer than the visual clip itself. If you just drop these clips back to back on a timeline, you're going to get this tiny, awkward dead beat between your cuts. Always trim the audio tail of your clips so the rhythm and pacing of your film remain entirely unbroken. You know, what is truly remarkable about everything we've just discussed is that it requires just one tool. This entire seamless stack from creating character sheets, locking identities with Soul ID, building visual keyframes in Cinema Studio, animating and extending was achieved entirely inside Higgsfield. There were absolutely no broken references and no exporting and importing across 5 different beta platforms. The ecosystem supports the entire framework from start to finish.
By prioritizing a visual-first approach, planning the shots, locking the characters, and building the world before asking for animation, you completely eliminate the AI slop that plagues most creators today. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Now that you actually have the framework, and knowing that audio and visuals are no longer fighting each other but working in perfect harmony, what universe will you build first?